Hi there, welcome to the next video here on the YouTube channel, and today is going to be Rakdos, Patron of Chaos. Now, I'm going to be honest, there are lots of different ways of building Rakdos, and I haven't done anything really silly and fun for a little while on here, and I figured, oh well, it's time to do something silly and fun. So, bear with me on this one. This is more of a tribal deck. It's not my usual power level, but you know Rakdos is a demon. You know he's 4 mana and black and a red for 6/6 flying trample. And at the beginning of your end step, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land, non-token permanents. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. Yeah. Second ability, all well and good, but we're really here because it's a demon, and I really want to build a demon deck, so this is what today's deck is. So, starting at the beginning, black and red lands all the way through, blood crypts here, so that's why it costs a little bit more than normal. Everything else you can think of, including Field of the Dead here. We had to include it just so we had some more early duels blockers with a bit of luck. Raven Lava Claw Reaches is here as well, just so we have a creature if we really do need a blocker early on, along with the new Righteous Theatre from MKM. Do quite like the surveil ability. Not sure how much use is going to be in the deck, but I do like these lands that surveil. I have to say, they're definitely an improvement on the temples we had ages ago. Not limited to the fact they also have the basic land type swamp and mountain, so you can go and find them with things like, you know, what I mentioned earlier, Bloodstained Mire. So yeah, all well and good to have them here. Few mountains, few swamps, Urborgs here as well, and the unclaimed territory, Temple of the False God. You know the situation, you know how I play things now, so that's how it comes out. Artifact wise, now we have a lot of ramp in this deck. As I said, it's going to be more of a demon theme deck than anything else, so we had to go fairly heavy on the ramp. I went with Soul Talisman over the other suspend one that gives us coloured mana, so I figured the 2 colourless mana would be more useful. Soul Ring, and then Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Fire Diamond, Jet Medallion, Ruby Medallion, Mind Stone, Talisman of Indulgence, and Thought Vessel are all here as well. It's a lot of ramp. We've got to get this ramped up to start hitting sort of like 5 mana as quickly as possible. We have ways of controlling the board a little bit until we get there, but we've got to hit that 5 mana mark to start getting the demons out as soon as possible, so hence the heavy ramp. Demonic Tutor makes an appearance to help us go and find the cards as we need it. And then we've got Lightning Greaves and the Boots to protect Rakdos when he eventually hits the play, or one of the other demons we want to keep around. The first one of the control cards is Toxic Deluge. Yes, we have to pay life to do this, but giving everything -X may save us. Bontu's Last Reckoning is also here as a 3 mana Wrath variant. Yes, our lands don't untap, but hopefully we can cast off Artifact mana and just leave the lands untapped with a bit of luck. Bothersome Exquisite is a very low cost demon as such, but it go to creature your opponent's control can't block, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, go target creature an opponent controls. It also has Menace, a 3/2 for 3 mana. I will cope with that, thank you. Jessica's Will is also here, just so we can get the mana ramp that we need. If we can get both out, so we've got Rakdos in play, all well and good. Hammer of Perforos gives all our demons haste, and hence why this is here. First Planeswalker, we have the adversary, Obnixilus is in here. The casualty thing probably won't come up that often, but you know, hopefully we can create a devil token. I know it's not a demon, I wish it was, but if we do have demons in play when we play Obnixilus, each opponent loses 2 life unless they discard a card. If you control a demon or a devil, you gain 2 life. Should be able to do that with this deck quite a lot. Herald's Horn makes the cost of our demons down a little bit, along with Icon of Ancestry giving them a little bit of a pump, and Urz's Incubator, Naming Demon, is probably one of the better ramp type spells in the deck, so it cuts all the cost of our demons down by 2. Hidiescu, I can never say his name right, so Hidi, I'm going to go with Devourer and Chaos. Black, sacrifice a creature we get scryed to. 2 and a red, exile top card of our library and play, etc, etc. And when you exile a non-land card this way, Hidigisu Devouring Chaos deals damage equal to that exiled card's mana value to any target. A little bit of removal if we need it. Shelob from the Lord of the Rings set turns in. She's a spider demon after all, so might as well get some exiling things done that way, a little thing. Damnation controls the board. Dread Return gives us a way to get back our demons. If they do get milled, we have to put them in the graveyard. The Bloodletter of Akazolzo, I can never say that name, Akolazolzo, 2/4 flying. Whenever if an opponent would lose life during your turn, then they lose twice that much life instead. So yeah, damage causes loss of life, so we can't complain. Chain reaction keeps the board under control for us alongside damnation. Cador Doom Scourge means everything is basically goaded and can't attack us, so that's quite nice. Another version of Obnixilus, but this is his demon form after he's lost his spark from the Aftermath set. Are we going to get each opponent losing one life exactly? Probably not, but it's possible, and flying and trample can help us win the game, and it's a low cost creature at the end of the day for 4 mana for 4/3. Another version of Rakdos, Lord of Riots, is here. It's double black, double red, so it's a little bit more complicated to cast. You can't cast this spell until unless an opponent had lost life this turn. Fine, we'll play in the second main phase. Flying and trample and creature spells we cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. So it does help us ramp the demons out. Roaming Throne is technically a golem. Yes, I'm aware of that, but we can name a creature type when it comes into play and get little bits of extra triggers off some of them, like some of the demons we have coming up, so it's all good. For example, Archfiend of Depravity. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, that opponent chooses up to 2 creatures they control and sacrifices the rest. Blood Gift Demon will give us, at the beginning of our upkeep, target player draws a card and loses a life. So, you know, we can make someone lose a life and put +1/+1 if we need to that way. Demon of Wailing Agonies is the lieutenant for the deck, and it says as long as you control your commander, Demon of Wailing Agonies gets +2/+2. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. Nice. Obnixilus, in one of his bigger, more dangerous Planeswalker forms, is also here. He's the one where we could be the commander. -2 gives us a 5/5 black demon. We lose 2 life, but we can do the +2, sorry, and each opponent loses a life and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. So, you know, hit them for 3, you gain 3, so fairly nice. Patriarch's Bidding makes an appearance just because, you know, it's very hard to return demons otherwise. And Patriarch's Bidding, you just name demons. Yes, everyone else returns everything, but your demons are probably going to be better. And Shizan, Perverter of Truth. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, they lose 2 life and draw 2 cards. Nice, like that. Balor comes in from Baldur's Gate. Attacks or dies, target opponent draws 3, then discards 3, and sacrifices a non-token artifact, or deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand. Nice. Vanquisher's Banner pumps our demons up even bigger, and when we cast a demon, we get to draw a card. Demon Lord Belzanock enters the battlefield, exile cards from the top of your library. You know what it does. Possibly one of the easiest ways to kill yourself is with this card, but it does hopefully get your hand a bit fuller if it's run out of things to do. Extract a Demon. Whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, you may have target player mill 2 cards. Milling's a bit dangerous, but hey ho, it's a demon, it's 5/5, and you can unearth it for 3 if it does get milled by itself. Harvester of Souls just gives you card draw when non-token creatures you control die, and we haven't really got any non-tokens, so this in play and creatures dying, we'll draw some cards. Rakasha Debaser, I like this one. Commander Legends original. Attacks, put target creature card from defending player's graveyard onto battlefield under you control, and when they kill it off, you can encore it, get up to 3 copies, attack, and get 3 creatures from each graveyard. So pretty good. Demon of Dark Schemes is just takes out all the weenies that may be annoying you and gives you some energy and a way to get things back from your graveyard when you have enough energy. Another version of Rakdos, the showstoppers here. Enter the battlefield, flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon, a devil, or an imp, and destroy each creature whose coin comes up tails. I am a little bit worried about this card in Commander on MTGO. Real life, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all from my point of view anyway. On MTGO, I'm a little bit concerned this may cause the game to crash. But hey, you've got to have all the Rakdos versions in here. Must have this one here as well. Because the next one's the Defiler. Yes, we have to sacrifice half the non-demon permanents you control. So you're probably going to lose your artifacts. You're probably going to lose some of your lands. But, yeah, get the combat damage in. And that player sacrifices half their non-demon permanents they control, round it up. Give your opponents a bit of a nightmare. They're still expensive. We're now into the 7 drops, and there's a lot of 7 drops in this deck. The Aberrant Overlord comes into play. You get all the harpies equal to the black mana symbols you have. You know, devotion to black. Archfiend of Sorrows gives all our opponents' creatures -2/-2 until the end of turn, and we can unearth it. So this one's quite nice as well. Blood Money is just another board control and gives us a whole load of treasures, hopefully, which will help us cast even more of our demons. Hollowborn Bargest. Yeah, I forgot about this one from Shadowmoor, I'll be honest. But at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have no cards in hand, each opponent loses 2 life. And at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player has no cards in hand, they lose 2 life. A nice late game demon that just drains people, basically. Kindred Dominance is from Commander Masters. Yeah, choose a creature type, destroy all creatures that aren't of the chosen type. You choose demons, have all your demons left, everything else is gone. Thank you very much. I like this as a Black Wrath. Runescarred Demon, just lets us go and do a demonic tutor type thing when it comes into play. Orca Siege Demon, other creatures dying, +1/+1 counters. When this dies, we get to shoot things amongst the targets equal to its power. And the 2 versions of the Balrog. This one's Durin's Bane. This costs 1 less for each permanent sacrifice this term. It has haste. Can't be blocked except by legendary creatures. So it should give your opponents a bit of a nightmare, because they've got to put their commanders in front of it. And when it dies, destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. So, you know, maybe 2 for 1 with this one. And the other version of the Balrog, or the Moria. Trample and Haste for 7 mana, which is quite nice. And when it dies, you may exile it. When you do, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target creature that player controls. And if the worst comes to worst, you can cycle it and get a couple of treasure tokens if you need your mana. The last few cards. We've got the Bringer of the Last Gift from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Really big, 8 mana. Each player sacrifices all of the creatures they control. And then each player returns all creatures, cards from their graveyard that weren't put away this turn. So if you've had to play this very late in the game and a lot of your demons have been killed off, should give you a game-winning board state, I'd hope. Decree of Plane destroys all the creatures, and then we can cycle this as well to make everything -2/-2. But if we can cast it for real mana, we get to draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. The Reaver Demon, cast it from my hand, destroy all non-artifact, non-black creatures. They can't be regenerated. Every single creature, I think, apart from 1, if I remember correctly, has got a black mana symbol in it. So, yeah, probably a one-sided board wipe a lot of the time. Plague Wind is just a board wipe, alongside Blasphemous Act. Earthquake is here just to maybe punch through the last few damage we need to kill someone off or deal with their ground-based attacking. Most of our demons have flying, which is, you know, how demons should be. I think Balrog's about the only exception, along with the Bothersome Quasi. But, you know, oh well, it is what it is. And then finally, Orcus, Prince of Undeath, enters the battlefield, choose 1, each other creature gets -X/-X until the end of turn, you lose X life, and they'll return up to X target creature cards with total mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They gain haste until the end of turn. A nice way to potentially reanimate some of your demons that have been killed off, if you've got a lot of mana hanging around doing nothing. And that's it. Yeah. As I said, it's more of a fun deck. It's not going to be a serious one. I will play it on stream. You can come and find my stream. There's a link down below to my Twitch stream. Come and see me there. You'll see me play it on there. I think it'll be a laugh to play it. I don't think I'll probably win the game when I do play it, but it will definitely be fun to try it out and play it out with all the demons. So for now, please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button that's appeared down here in the corner. Help me out. 345 subscribers as I sit and record this. So, yeah. If you can subscribe, really appreciate it. Help me out. And for now, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll look at one of the backlogged commanders tomorrow that came through from Daybreak Games when they gave us a big update of some of the backlogged commander cards. So for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Bye.